Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be a little bit different, but I wanted to share this with you. Yeah, I just wanted to share with you. So this is my diabetes diagnosis story. If you guys don't like these types of videos, then don't watch it. But if you're interested in learning how I discovered I had diabetes or just interested in general, then keep watching. So I was diagnosed Wednesday last week, so it's been a week today exactly that I was diagnosed. What happened was that my parents had been noticing for a while that in the middle of the night I'd be getting up to go to the toilet. I'd be drinking a lot more water, and so they realised that something wasn't quite right. So my mum, who works in the hospital, she brought home a urine test stick. If this is too much information, if you guys feel this is too full on this information, you can skip it. So she brought home a urine test stick and discovered that I had 4 pluses of glucose, which is basically sugar. So she said, oh, okay, something's not quite right. So then later on the night, I was just lying in bed and Mum was crying. So she said, we're going to go to the hospital. I had to pack a little bag just in case I was going to stay there overnight. Yeah, don't mind Fred, he's just showing you his butt. That's not very nice, Fred. Anyway, yes, I took a little bag because I thought I was going to have to stay there overnight. And so I went to the hospital, I got a blood test, and they checked my blood, and they checked my sugar levels and my ketones. My blood was at 16, which was very high. That's how they could tell I had diabetes. Generally, if you don't have diabetes, your blood sugar should range between 4 and 15. Higher than 15 and lower than 4 is the sign you have it. So mine was 16. So they gave me some insulin, and then they sent me home. The next morning, I went back to the hospital with Mum and Dad, and they checked my blood sugar again. I had a sugar of 22, so it actually gone up, which is actually bad. So then I spoke to the diabetes educator. I was fitted with a blood sugar monitor, so I had to every time I wanted to eat food, I had to prick my finger and squeeze the blood out to test what it was. And if it was over a certain amount, I then had to test the ketones. If that was over a certain amount, I then had to eat, and then I had to give myself some fast-acting insulin to basically bring it down really quickly. I also gave me some long-acting insulin, so at night at 9 p.m. I'd give myself that, and that would basically deliver it in little tiny bits across the whole 24 hours. But the fast-acting insulin, if you have a really, really high blood sugar, it brings it down quite fast. So I had to do that for a few days. But yesterday I was actually fitted with I was fitted with a continuous monitor. So that is like it looks almost like one of those tags you get on clothes, and they have to put it in the machine to take it off at Target or something. And that's stuck onto my stomach. I'm not going to show you a photo because, yeah. But that basically allows me to track my blood sugar without having to stab myself. It's actually also attached to my watch and my phone. It's not going to do it now, I'm not showing this. But yes, I can tell how high it is or how low it is. And then based on that, I can give myself insulin if it's too high, or sugar if it's too low. So I have type 1, which is the lowest, which is the non-dangerous type, which is the best type you want to get. But that's also when your body gives it to you, so it's a genetic thing, so it was probably skipped but no one else in my family has it, so it was probably skipped a couple of generations and come to me. The other type is type 2, which is a lot more severe. That happens when you're overweight, and when you're overweight and you eat a lot of food, and you can give it to yourself. But type 1 is when you have formed it over many years, but type 2 is like a sudden onslaught. So I've just been dealing with that for the last few days. I have to take a little pink bag with me everywhere I go, which is just down there, that has my insulin in it and my lollies if it gets too high. Also had to record it for the first few days when I didn't have this monitor. So sometimes it'll be 22, sometimes it'll be 15, sometimes it'll be 8. It really just depended on how it went. Yeah, luckily I haven't had any lows yet. So when my blood sugar goes low, because it's attached to because it's paired with my phone and my watch, if it does go low, it's going to send out a really loud alarm. And that will tell me, oh, okay, your sugar's a bit low, you need to do something about that. And it also send me a little vibrate if it's high, and I don't have to do much. I just only really need to do the insulin to bring it down. Yeah, just don't mind Fred is showing his little tush. But yes, that's basically how I discovered I had been diagnosed with type 1. Yeah, I was obviously very shocked at first because it was like, whoa, okay. And it's such a big life adjustment as well, because you go from being able to eat whatever you want, not caring, doing whatever you want, to suddenly having to carry insulin everywhere you go and being so mindful of the amount of sugar you eat. Because if you eat a lot of really sugary food when you don't have a low blood sugar, it's just gonna skyrocket, and that high blood pressure sugar will that high sugar feeling can give you headaches. It can make you a bit sweaty, but alternatively, if it's too low, it can make you shaky and stuff. So it's just a bit of a life adjustment having to learn everything, jabbing myself with insulin every night. It's just a whole new life adjustment. And then, unfortunately, I'm going to have it for the rest of my life, but there's not much you can do about it. I just feel like the first few days, or the first few weeks, are going to be mental, because you're trying to learn everything. And then, generally, once you've learnt everything, you'll be a bit more aware of it. So yeah, that was all I wanted to say for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yes, I have noticed that in the last videos I've been wearing black a lot. It's just random. I don't film them. I don't plan to wear black. It's just sometimes it happens. But yeah, so yes, I did try to put up a video a few weeks ago, but the sound died halfway through, so I need to re-film that, and then I'll upload that for you, probably either tomorrow or next week. We'll see. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you liked it, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already. Leave a comment down below, maybe saying if you know someone with diabetes, or you've had a similar experience. But yes, so thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.